Okay, the next, or the first of the new speakers is Gerswynn Mckuur, who is the National Project Manager for Global Cleantech. Now, there's lots of detail about Gerswynn in the notes, and I think you can check it out. But key that he manages the Global Cleantech Innovation Programme for SMEs in South Africa, which I think is very important, and it's part of a partnership between many organizations. He's also been involved in strengthening the ERC's brand, and we'll find out all about that within Eskom to do with DSMs and IDMs. I'm not going to say too much because I think he's got a story to tell in terms of how, and that you can learn from. So just listen very attentively to his story. The rest of the things about him is in the bio, and you can Google him as well. So I don't want to waste too much time on that. Gerswynn, go ahead.
Okay, good afternoon, everybody. It's been a long morning. I'm actually glad that there was a break in between and Vusi and then me. They're a bit of a hard act to follow. So I'm happy that we're moving into the afternoon session, that we're talking about some real other issues which deal with the practicalities. The master classes are coming up. So there's some practicalities that are good for me to maybe introduce. I'm with a program called the Global Cleantech Innovation Programme, and it's a program which is run in 7 developing countries at the moment, and it deals with clean technology, which is green technology, and it deals with innovation, but specifically in SMEs and startups. So the purpose of the talk today is really because it's an opportunity roadshow, to showcase an opportunity for SMEs and startups to participate in a program about clean tech innovation and helping those SMEs along their entrepreneurial journey. In 2011, the world came to South Africa in Durban at COP17, a climate change conference. Many of you may know of that. And what it did was it really awakened and made aware for South Africans that there are climate risks that we need to address now. But also, I was at that conference in Durban, and I walked around the conference district, and I saw the possibilities of commercial opportunity in the space of climate risk and climate change. And also I saw the opportunities for South Africans to innovate, to bring creative ideas into how do we solve some of the key climate issues that we have in South Africa at the moment. So at that conference, we ran a competition. Now, some people say, well, competitions are competitions. But we ran a competition to showcase South African innovators in climate change or climate-related technologies. And the program was well received, and we had some winners, and we had a great evening with the Ministers of Trade and Industry, Minister of Energy, and Minister of Science and Technology. But ultimately, we sat back afterwards and we asked the entrepreneurs how they found their experience. And they said, well, the competition was cool, and we got showcased. But the problem we have is that we need help in finding finance. We need help in creating partnerships. We need help in how do we access markets. We need help in all areas of business to be supported by other businesses or by government itself. So we went back and we said, well, okay, there's obviously a need for businesses, small businesses and startups to gain this kind of knowledge before they can take on this journey successfully. So 2014, we came back and we said, okay, let's run another program on clean tech innovation. But this time, let's be a little bit more thorough. Let's not just have a competition where we select the best, but let's have a program where we empower small small businesses and startups to be able to work this journey of entrepreneurship. So what we decided is to start fostering a clean tech ecosystem. And what that essentially means is that we need to bring together various elements that will make clean tech businesses, startups and small businesses more likely to succeed. So the first thing we said is, okay, we need to promote, through what we do, we need to promote low carbon technology and technology transfer. And what I want you to take away here is this is not only about clean tech, this is in all spheres of small businesses. To create this ecosystem, you need to punch, or what's the word? You need to continue to promote a specific area that you're interested in. So in this case, we're talking about low carbon technologies and green technologies, and that's what we do. But also, small businesses need assistance. They need to know what to expect in business. They need to know how to deal with the issues that Vusi and Leslie and Ethel dealt with. They need to know how to do it. So our speakers that come up next, later on today, will talk through a masterclass about certain skills, skill sets that are needed. These are really important learnings that are needed by most businesses, most small businesses and entrepreneurs. The questions have come up before. We need to be able to link small businesses to partners, to people who can give them money, who can believe in them, who can trust them. But we also need to build the capacity of those entrepreneurs to tell the right stories, to be able to sell their businesses better, and to make a good business case. Because as we've been told before, people come with their tax certificate, their ID, and their BEE rating, and they think they should get money. There's a bit more than that that is needed. So in any environment, here is a model that we thought would be great to foster this whole clean tech environment that we operate in. So our role is really, and we are called the Global Cleantech Innovation Programme, our role is really to help startup businesses who come with a prototype of a new innovation they've come up with in clean technology, and we walk them through an initial process of understanding your business and how to build a business model, what are the key elements that you need to know, and we do that with a number of really bright and experienced mentors. And interestingly, we don't pay our mentors. These are people who give freely of their time to work with entrepreneurs on this journey. And we were talking about Ubuntu earlier, and a lot of our mentors, or all our mentors, are really showing a spirit of Ubuntu by being part of this process, by allowing or sharing their knowledge with new entrepreneurs and even seasoned entrepreneurs. So this is our role, and essentially, again, by doing that, we're trying to link SMEs, startups, to these value chains that were spoken of earlier, these types of partnerships, these financiers. We are not going to give you money as a program, but we're certainly going to try to make the opportunity available to you to meet with the right people, to speak with the right people, and to have the tools to engage them in the right kind of language. So what we do is we go through a 10-week process, and these elements have come up in previous discussions this morning as well. But we talk to people about developing a business model canvas. Now, we all go ask people for money, they say to you, bring me a business plan. We think of it slightly differently, and we say, well, business plan says this is what we are already doing. A business model says this is what we think we should be doing and how we should be making money. So, and is flexible and iterative. So it changes, as we said before this morning, business changes. So the approach is to have a business model approach and to look at the various areas of your business critically. So does the product that you are pushing, does it actually fit a market? Is there a need that you are fulfilling? Because in many innovation spaces, people come up with wonderful things, but it serves no one. Nobody wants to buy the thing because it has no place in fulfilling a need. So some of the rigor that we do through the program is really to look at, can you validate that your product is fulfilling a need? Have you spoken to people in your market? And I think broadly as entrepreneurs, this is an approach that we need to take. We need to know that there are customers who will buy this thing that we are selling. So a lot of what we do around this business model canvas is validating. Validate that your product has a need that it's fulfilling. Validate that there's a possible or probable market out there. And there are certain other things we go through. And finally, of course, there's an investor presentation. As we know, you want to speak to investors in their language, and you want to be able to put a great value proposition on the table. So we take our entrepreneurs who are on the program through this process of developing their thinking around their business model. And you may have done it already, but there may be certain areas that you need to strengthen up and start evaluating. So we do that as part of the program. Last year, this is a top 8 we had last year, and some of our guys are sitting here in the audience. And gratefully, appreciatively, they have said that there's value in such a program in that it allows them to network with the right kinds of people, to get access to the finance that they may need in their businesses, and just the whole experience has been one of learning and one of development for them. So we're quite happy that we've done what we needed to do, and we're doing it again this year, and we'll do it for the next 2 years at least to continue this kind of work. I don't have much more to say. That was it. Are you waiting for the big bang? Okay. There isn't a big bang. The main point is that we have a program that encompasses all those areas and deals with some of the key areas that entrepreneurs need to know about and learn about. Now, we are not the only program out there that is doing that at the moment. Thankfully, more and more incubators and service providers are, and even with Standard speaking earlier, are seeing the need for entrepreneurs to understand this capital space and to be able to speak the language of the bankers and other experts in order to get money on board, to get support on board, in order to grow their businesses. Because ultimately, we're in the business of trying to help entrepreneurs, especially in the clean tech space, because that's where we operate, but we're trying to get entrepreneurs to grow their businesses to become more of a success. So we have a video, which I'm going to play now, or going to have played, if it works. If you wish to contact us, those are the contact details. We also have a stand outside. But there's a video, a corporate video on what we are doing and the process and who the partners are. And if you're interested, or if you know of other people who are interested in bringing their innovations to the market through a process of learning and development, we are the people to come talk to. So thank you. I'll ask the technicians to play the video. Thanks.
With the global economy facing pressing climate challenges, countries are under increasing pressure to produce and consume more efficiently. This pressure is creating innovation and opportunity in clean technology, and just as it has done in the information technology revolution, a large share of the disruptive innovations required will come from the entrepreneurial community. Having recognized this, UNIDO, the United Nations Industrial Development Organization, and the GEF, the Global Environment Facility, have introduced a global accelerator program for green SMEs and startups, which will find, foster, and connect the most promising entrepreneurs around the world. As early adopters of the program, South Africa, along with 6 other countries, has pioneered the concept and joined the global network of the Cleantech Innovation Programme. As the local host of the GCIP in South Africa, the Technology Innovation Agency, or TIA, has partnered with UNIDO to help de-risk cleantech startups and small businesses on their entrepreneurial journey. The GCIP combines a competition and a business accelerator program with the aim to identify the most promising entrepreneurs that will then have the opportunity to be mentored and trained to improve their chances of success in the market. The prerequisite is that the technology innovation should support mitigation and adaptation of greenhouse gas emissions, and businesses whose technological innovations focus on energy efficiency, renewable energy, water efficiency, and waste beneficiation are encouraged to apply to the program. After being selected as a semi-finalist entrepreneur, you will be on your way to creating a successful and sustainable clean tech business. As a start, semi-finalist teams are brought together from across the country to participate in the National Academy, an event where they will have the chance to meet the other entrepreneurs and be introduced to the program. The core of the GCIP will consist of interactive international webinars, which will equip you with the tools you need to build a sustainable business model, a creative marketing plan, and an effective investor pitch. In addition, the GCIP will identify suitable mentors for your team who will work with you as you progress through the accelerator. The mentoring program aims to maximize every participant's chance of being a prize winner, but most importantly, of raising investment capital and of achieving sustainable commercial success. Business clinics will be organized to give your team the opportunity to meet with subject matter experts in each area of the business model. In addition, a well-rounded panel of mock judges will help you practice your investor pitch and perfect your presentation, providing real-time critical feedback. Round 2 judging will be conducted in each region. In this round, you will submit your business models and deliver an investor pitch to the judges who will select the finalist teams and the winner for the National Grand Prize.
In South Africa, there is a huge amount of support for both SMEs and the green economy.
We've developed a new form of solar water heating.
Solar-powered, low-consumption computer.
Renewable streetlights, works off a vertical axis wind turbine.
Develop a platform that aggregates all of farmers' data and technology.
I'm looking forward to this program because I've got the technology, I've got the patents, but I don't have the skills to roll this out. So I'm looking forward to the mentorship.
Potential capital investment.
Professional people to be mentoring me.
The top performing teams will have the opportunity to showcase, meet prospective investors, and present to a live audience at the National Gala Awards event, the culmination of the year's program.
Company that wins through in the end, the opportunity exists to go to the USA to showcase their technology and have the opportunity to build partnerships and network in that environment.
An exciting opportunity to be part of the program is to sign up as a volunteer, mentor or judge. Volunteers play a significant role in the growth of the GCIP and the success of its entrepreneurs.
My experience with the judging process has been great. I've been given an opportunity to go through the proposals of the entrepreneurs, enhance my skills. Clean technology space has been rewarding for me as an individual.
Mentors and judges have the opportunity to engage with cutting-edge innovators and support their efforts in growing successful, sustainable businesses. By participating in the Global Cleantech Innovation Programme, you join a network of innovators, investors, sponsors and mentors. Become a part of the alumni community. Once a cleantech entrepreneur, always a cleantech entrepreneur. If you have an exciting cleantech innovation and you are motivated to take your business to the next level, join the cleantech community.
Okay, thank you. This is yours without even checking anything else, I think there's no question with regard to the environment and the importance and the fact that the world's losing out, right? Or taking things for granted, that I think outside the social responsibility issue of being concerned about the world, there has to be a fantastic entrepreneurial opportunity. True, right? That means there's a social responsibility. You need to look after your earth, look after the whole world, and we know all about that. It's been discussed. But within that, there's scope for people who want to play in that entrepreneurial space with regard to the environment and clean energy. And if you do that and you do that well, my sense, more and more careers will be created around that in the next 5 or 10 years than probably anything else. Maybe I'm off the mark, I don't know. Questions, maybe we're going to do 3 questions max, right? Because we're going to push it. You've been great. We didn't say that we need to rush, so we're late. I don't know why you took it literally, but anyway, thank you for that. Right, so there's a question at the back there. Go ahead.
Thank you. My name is Meli. Just one question. In terms of the new innovations that come out, would you assist the burgeoning business to register their patents? And with that process, what would they have to go through?
What we have is we have advisors on IP and patenting, and they can take you through the process of what to do in the case that you want to patent. And also, obviously, with patenting comes cash that you've got to pay for it. So we do have links with organizations that help innovators patent from a funding perspective. So we can also refer you there. So yes, we do cover the whole patenting aspect of innovation as well.
Okay, right. Next one. We said 3 questions max. I didn't suggest we need to move on. Anybody? Okay, here's one in front here. And then we'll take one more thereafter, max, right? One more.
Yeah, thanks. I'm a scientist and a software inventor. So I think I was knocked out.
You like saying it so like gently. I'm a scientist. People have missed it here. Scientist, inventor. Great. Go ahead.
I think I was knocked out, I think, in the semi-final. I think it was a similar competition to this one.
I see, okay.
Yeah. So I think my question is, how do we, I think post Silicon Valley, how do we sort of support these things? Is the goal towards the pitching at Silicon Valley?
Okay.
Okay. Well, the goal is never for the, I mean, as I said in the presentation, the idea, we had a competition initially, and we felt that this idea that you build to the award of a competition doesn't help an entrepreneur. It's good to get to the award part of a competition to recognize the value in what that person is bringing or that team is bringing. But there's more value in helping the entrepreneur take it further, make the right kinds of connections, get the right kind of business support, incubation if necessary. So our goal is to go beyond just getting you to pitch at certain events. Our goal is to say, beyond the competition, we have an alumni support system which tries to put you in contact with the right kinds of people. We just yesterday had a meeting with the Innovation Hub in Pretoria. There's the Climate Innovation Center there. We want to conclude an agreement with them where we can feed participants in this program to them for incubation if necessary. So the idea is to take the support beyond just a competition element. And I'm always saying that what we do is not a competition. We are a business accelerator with a competitive element. So I hope that answers your question, yeah.
All right, and then one last one, right? Anybody? Right at the back there. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, my name is Sipona, and I've got 2 questions for you. One question is there any product currently that you have commercialized and is successful in the market with the program, with the people that you worked with, before? The second question is, in terms of when you're approaching your organization, do you want people already with prototypes, or can we come to you with ideas and you help us to build the prototypes? What exactly are you expecting the people who are coming to you to to have at the point when they come to you.
Okay, got that, right?
Okay, so on the commercialization part, you will have noticed that the program is only running for a year in its current form, so we wouldn't have had the opportunity to commercialize or to see a company through to the proper commercialization stage. However, in the first competition we had in 2011 at COP17, the winner of that was Eco Squared Partnership, and they were funnily enough, a tire recycling company. So they had an innovative technology that turned tires into a fuel by a certain process. And they've gone commercial. They have a contract with Redisa now, who stands on the outside here. So they have business going. So there's one example of a technology being taken further into the commercial space for recycling in this case. The second question was, where do we start from? Now, I'm also at pains to say this is not an ideas competition. So everybody has great ideas, but I think as Vusi said, you need to, as an entrepreneur, as an innovator, you need to put something into it to show the value for us to support you. So we say, have a proof of concept. So show us that this concept works, whether it be in a prototype level or in a model, a simulation. Show us that this thing can work. And then we start the process. And that's where we start from, yeah. Does it answer your questions? Thank you.
But maybe have a chat over lunch. It's coming up soon. Yeah, all right.
The other thing I just wanted to add, which came up in the video and other places, there's a number of serial entrepreneurs sitting right here. People who know the business of being an entrepreneur, have failed many times perhaps, or sometimes, got up, persevered, are making a success of themselves. We are calling on people like yourselves to bring that knowledge to programs like ourselves as mentors. Those, in order to share that knowledge with the young guns around, with those who are struggling to get over those hurdles. We need people like yourselves to come on board as mentors, to be of assistance to the others out there. So practice that Ubuntu that was spoken about earlier, and show that we can share the knowledge and we can help each other build our businesses. Thanks.
Okay, great stuff. All right, there we are. Thanks so much for your time. Appreciate it. And there's more. Well, I'll tell you what, the one part that came about the pitch, which I think is important, is the competition part. I know many others who would enter competitions like these, not necessarily to win, but to get the publicity. And the publicity gives you the buy-in, am I right? So even if you didn't win, if you get the publicity out of it, it gives you fantastic buy-in, great mileage, and it means you then can say, I'm a finalist wherever you go, and you can put it on your website, on your letterhead, and you have to ask yourself, how valuable is that?